Yo, 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 what is up out there? My name is Hypocrisy Jones, and yo, if you follow this page, if you follow what we do, we told y'all, man, we're gonna have some of these smoke sessions, and we're gonna talk a little crazy, bro. And today is no different. I am in the mood. I woke up, I'm ready to go. I'm getting where I want to be. If you know, you know. Um, and I want to talk about this craziness outside in the world, honestly, because man, it's more fun than TV. This is better than soap opera shit. I'm kind of sorry that real people are getting hurt by shit, but man, I want to talk about some shit that's going on. Whether we're talking about this Diddy shit, because it looked like he did it. Like Diddy did it. Did he do it? He definitely did. He definitely did. But I also want to we can talk a little more. Drizzy Drake and the Mark Hotel. We got some stuff to finish off with that from our last smoke sesh. But I don't want to do this by myself, man. I want to bring a homie on, real good homie, and he's gonna help us cruise this ship of craziness during this smoke test. Yo, let's bring on my homie, the voice, Joshua Joseph.
What's up, everybody? I am so happy and honored to join Jones here on one of his smoke sesh. Last episode I seen that there was a fun talk going on, and seeing Jones is diving into conspiracy world. That's where I live. I love it. I'm there. Let's get into it. Let's get weird. Let's get interactive, people. We want to hear your stuff too. You hear us talk, we want to hear you talk. We want to hear your ideas. And we're on Twitter, and that's the land of the free when it comes to saying, certain things. There's some
Well,
things you still cannot say there.
I don't know. I think you can say whatever on Twitter, and it's okay. Elon said it's okay.
Yeah,
But you see, there's a difference then between hey, I can say anything that I want rather than I should say that or not, right? And
exactly.
this is the shit that people got to learn. You got to learn like what you can and can't say on things, or not what you can and can't say, what you should and shouldn't say, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the
I ain't trying to
key.
tell nobody what they can't say or do. What actually, nah, let me not lie. Let me not lie, because maybe you shouldn't be doing stuff like this. I'm just
Agreed.
saying, like maybe this is a little much.
Yeah, that is much.
That I so okay. You saw this yesterday. How did
Yes,
you feel?
sir.
Like as we see Diddy running without a towel on.
Well, I mean, the fact that the man's not uh, in police custody right now, or back then, I mean, this looks like it's security footage. This doesn't
At,
look like it's somebody watching.
right.
So it's been out in a bigger area once recorded as opposed to someone's phone and waiting for
Well,
them to put it out.
Well, what they're saying right now is that the LA police cannot arrest Diddy over the Cassie video because it
Mm,
happened too long ago. In an official statement, they said, a statement on video involving Sean Combs. We are aware of the video that has been circulating online allegedly depicting Sean Combs assaulting a young woman in Los Angeles. We find the images extremely disturbing and difficult to watch, and if the conduct depicted occurred in 2016. Unfortunately, we are not. We would be unable able to charge as the contact would have occurred beyond the timeline where a crime of assault can be prosecuted. As of
mm,
today, law enforcement has not presented a case related to the attack depicted in the video against Mr. Combs, but we encourage anyone who has been a victim or witness to a crime to report it to law enforcement or to reach out to our office for support. And that was in a statement from the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. And I I don't know, man.
hell of a
I don't
job
know.
you're doing out there, LAPD. I
I
mean, how many cases have we seen where they charge somebody for
Well, I mean, they finally got OJ. Well, no, God did that.
well, yeah, someone else did that. Dude, did you see the tweet that was erased, after he at the time of his passing? OJ's?
No, No, what happened?
It from his official account, it said I did it, and then it was erased like 30 seconds afterwards.
Oh no. Oh
So
no.
someone was hacking and doing something fun,
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody
or
they were
someone
on it.
left without a guilty conscience. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that was out there. I know we've had interactions just this week of certain unfortunate things getting tweeted out there and then erased soon, right after it was tweeted. So I thought that was an interesting.
Well,
Uh,
okay,
that,
so normally, like, we'll take a step back for a second, because normally we are a wrestling podcast, right?
yeah.
And a wrestling show, and I still love talking a little bit of wrestling. So let's talk about the quickly deleted tweet that you're talking about right
Okay.
now. So I'm gonna see if I can pull that up, if you don't have it.
Yeah, I did not pull that one up.
That's
Um,
fine.
I think if I can get to it quick, I can send it to the messenger. But it involved Tiffany
You can
Stratton.
pull it up on the screen too if you find it before I do.
Gotcha. There was an incident involving Tiffany Stratton and Bianca Belair. Or no, was it Jade? Yeah, Jade
Yeah, I believe it
Cargill.
was Jake Cargill.
Yeah, Jade. Excuse me, I misspoke. Oh, where the hell did House send that? But yeah, I mean the video.
Let's see. Is this it? Okay, here we go. Let's do this. There we go. I got it right here.
Oh, okay, there it is. Oh, you found it on the old Twitters.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to go to the source. Okay, so we'll read this. So Tiffany Stratton is getting dragged here on Twitter for reposting a reel hitting Jade Cargill. Isn't that their whole job, to wrestle and hit each other? If Jade had posted this, there wouldn't be any comments. Okay, so that's just one person's opinions. It's not somebody
Mm-hmm.
that matters. But here is the actual. Okay, so y'all
Yeah,
get the gist, and y'all heard it enough. It clearly says, you black bitch, I'm gonna show you. And this was going crazy in the wrestling world, because I believe this was what you would call a misstep, right? Like
yeah,
yeah, like maybe something you don't want to be. That's not what you want to be saying, and maybe that's not what you meant in that
yeah,
context, right? So, um, you know, Twitter is dragging Tiffany Stratton for this, but like, you know what? I think we talked about this last night. I'm
we did.
okay with giving her a pass. I'm okay with giving her a pass for right now. But fool me once,
Yeah,
fool me can't get fooled again.
yeah, and I mean we both get it. Also, like until I hear what Jade has to say and how her feelings are towards it, because it could have been a friendly interaction.
Right,
That maybe you know maybe definitely should not have been put out there. Like if you're gonna make that joke and you have a friend who is of a different race, maybe send it to them directly in a private message. Maybe don't put it on the world where you have a stage and then see how they react. I
right.
don't know her intent, and that's the thing. And I think that's where you're at too. You didn't know, like no one knows right now her intent, and she took it down very quickly. So it's not like she's out there with posters that she's the grand wizard for the next KKK rally, and
No,
this was her coming out moment.
No, I think this could have been something as simple as maybe she thought it said, "Are you that bitch?" And then somebody was like, "Hey, no, that says the other thing," and she's like,
Yeah,
"Oh, my bad, bro,
yeah,
my bad." So,
and that's another thing.
I'm not. That's a simple miscue, but let's get back
Yes.
to some of this other stuff. You know what's not a simple miscue? I don't think this is a simple miscue, bro.
No.
I I think that is a very aggressive act
Yeah.
And that is, bro. Fuck
dude.
Diddy. I'm on first and foremost, bro. Fuck Diddy. And if you out there in watching with us and vibing with us, whether you're one of the members on X or watching with us on YouTube, or on the Twitch, man, tell us what you think, man, and tell us how you think some of this shit should be going down right now, because like
Yeah,
I don't think that's I don't like any of this. I don't
I
like
don't either.
it's hard to see. Honestly, we're gonna take this off because
Yeah.
that is it. It's a little much.
Well, and I think you can agree with me. Like, this is a male. So we are males, and this puts a bad light on males in general. I just heard a discussion uh, with some coworkers where they do believe that 70% of us males are bad people. And when you watch a video like this, how am I to be able to stand up and be like, "Oh, by the way, we're not all bad.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Now
so
I'm mad at you for picking that bear." You know,
yeah,
like where
you
can I
know,
defend us?
the man versus bear debate has been a thing, and maybe this is for a reason. That's why he's pick the bear, because they can't
Yeah,
trust any of us like that. Like that's it's not a good look, man. It's not necessarily. It's not. I don't know what. I have no idea what went on or occurred that
yeah,
prefaced or warranted any of that. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. That made him
Um,
think that that was okay to do.
yeah, yeah. And here's the thing, like with Diddy, we know that that's not even his only time, because through this like Cassie trials and things like that, we multiple instances
And
and
the
other
Meek
people.
audio, he tore that up. Like that was a beating. That should be on CNN.
I
That
mean, that needs to be verified. I'm not. I,
you're correct. My
I
eyes need to be verified on that one, but
yeah,
my
yeah,
ears definitely heard.
yeah, 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 yeah. Ears definitely hurt.
Wow. Meek clap.
I mean, they say, or I know the
Man.
saying is the meek shall inherit the earth, but that meek inherited something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Hey, I'm doing I'm doing a podcast over here. I'm
Yeah,
doing a
doggy.
thing. Can you? Yeah, yeah. That's my homie Barney. He's just he does what he wants. My
Hey.
guy. Yo, we're gonna
Yeah.
keep rolling with
You
this
just keep
though.
rolling with the
We're
punches.
gonna keep rolling with this. Actually,
Like
I'm gonna
Meek
throw
at
you
a
up
Diddy
here.
party. You
I'm gonna
keep
throw you
rolling.
up here.
All right. You know where I'm gonna go with this? In my idea and my thinking is when somebody does this and there's security footage and it's obviously well known that he's not a real decent person, and you're going to throw out this whole idea that, oh well, this was back in 2016, so we cannot go back and do that. Yes, you can. You did it to multiple people. You're doing it right now on a trial. You just released Bill Cosby himself. Why did you release him? Because you guys made this whole horrible thing like public, and you dragged Bill Cosby's name through the mud, which if it's true that what he did, he should still be in jail. But I think there's a weird line there that happened in the whole Cosby case. And so if you can do that there, you can do that with multiple ones. I mean, the Johnny Depp trial, that was supposedly there were some things in there that happened out of the years and range. That's why they had to go to a different court in a different state so they could actually prosecute it. But then we seen what happened, and she ended up owing him money. So at the end of the day, what I'm saying is like guys like me who who like to have the perception that we're a majority of males, we're good men, we're good people. We wouldn't like go out and do this. We wouldn't go out and do some of the shit that Harvey Weinstein was out there doing. And another guy like that, Harvey Weinstein, his New York stuff got dropped. I mean, that's something that should be talked about too. He was proven guilty of what he did.
So wait, so what's gonna happen to Harvey? Like,
Oh,
I mean, he's still
he's
staying
still
in,
in jail because of the other states that have charged him, but
right?
out of New York. But here's the thing, because this is a conspiracy thinking world that we're in right now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you set a precedence in a court like that with Harvey Weinstein and you dismiss those charges, now you've set the precedence for other future cases and past cases that can still be retried.
Right.
So that right there is creating the okay to do this stuff. So ladies, I in my house, I say I'm the biggest feminist that ever walked the earth, because I believe that you can have the tools to be the independent woman if you choose to. If you choose to be married, if you choose to whatever, those are your choices. And you should be allowed to explore those in any way that you see fit for your life. But like when we allow this stuff, because it falls under the guise of people who, and this is all my opinion, people who have uh, a mental illness and something that maybe they can never can control, or something that happened to them and now they can't control that. You've hurt those people so much by just just saying like we have to shut down hospitals. No, we had to go into those hospitals and make them better for the people going in. That's how you fix the problem, not shutting it down, because now you gave those people nowhere to go. You gave them no hope, no ability to achieve, because the world isn't kind. We all know that. We walk it every day. It's not a kind place. Even
Well,
yeah, go
I'm
ahead,
gonna
Jones.
stop. I'm gonna stop you real quick. I like you were on a roll and you were right. But one thing I think, one thing that caught me when as you were talking, like I don't want to apologize for men. I can't.
No,
And and I don't want to. Like
gotcha.
I don't have any reason to, because like I don't trust dudes either. You know, gonna be
No,
real. Gonna be real. For the same for similar and same reasons that anyone else wouldn't trust. It like we can we can categorize it and factor it in a man versus a woman thing a lot of times, but like
mhm,
honestly I don't trust people
yeah,
for any reason. And like things like this show you why you don't trust people, and if we're talking about a specific sex, this is why you don't trust people. You know, a couple of the biggest trending things right now, or at least for our page, is Bill Cosby and P Diddy Combs. Bill Cosby for the reasons that you were saying earlier, and like they're saying in here, like, you know, if they can go back and charge Bill Cosby um for over 40 years of allegations and things like that, and like you got whole ass like 1080p good quality video of Diddy doing this shit, like yeah, some something ain't right. Like you know, come on, bro. Like that math don't make sense.
mhm.
One plus two does not equal potato, bro. That
Nope.
no.
Makes you wonder though, how would one achieve such a feat like that when you have all this evidence?
Yeah. I I mean, money'll do shit to you. Like
Money?
and
Yeah,
I think we're seeing this, man. We're seeing this in okay. So this Diddy shit is uh, like blatantly apparent, right?
yeah,
As to what's going on. And I don't want to get off of this too much, but there's not too many ways that we can say fuck that guy. He's a horrible person, and I don't understand like why he's just walking around like
yeah.
free and shit like that, because that's not cool. That is not
Smiling,
cool at all. No, like
private jets.
yeah, even even if just somebody beat the fucking shit out of him,
Yeah,
that would be helpful. But I mean, he's probably not going to end up having to pay for anything that he
Mm,
has to do, other than the court of public opinion. We
yeah,
know how he is, and I mean, there's a lot more crazier people out there than we are. We hop to the internet to talk about this shit. Sometimes other people they're like make plan in action, and like I don't know.
quit
D's
putting
bad.
money in his pocket. Don't buy
Yeah,
his stuff. Find out all his anything that he's involved in. That's how you hurt these people. I mean, I don't want to bring it up, but I mean, that's how they a certain group hurt Bud Light. They attacked them with their wallets, and that in this day and age, that's the way you do it. Because if you go out there and you get a big crowd in front of his house, you're on the news, but then what is the news saying about you? Are they calling you the bad guy being
I mean
outside his house disturbing him?
that's really the only way that you can, like, these overly powerful corporations, is the only way that we can, is one, by doing what we do, like the
Yeah,
podcasting thing, um, live streaming interaction. I say that as I say that, I want to know your guys' thoughts out there. If you're listening, if you're watching, so whether you're watching on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, or the Facebook or whatever, one, we appreciate you tapping in with us. Really appreciate you staying with us. But let us know how you're feeling about some
yeah.
things.
We'll discuss the crap out of it when we
Yeah,
won't
yeah,
even
yeah.
hate it. We'll
No.
discuss it.
Well, I mean, unless like you can't come at me with the craziest of crazy stuff,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah,
yes,
he will not buy into clones and things like that. I'm
yeah.
working on
Don't
it though,
don't
fans. I'm
don't tell me
working
about
on it.
lizard people or nothing like that. Um, here this is
I'm
what
gonna send you some videos of lizard people, man. You're gonna
we're gonna take a look at some of what the internet is talking about. This is a King AK-47. I've been diving into the rabbit holes with him, and I think he's a little bit more on the extreme side of where these rabbit holes go. He believes that, and he may not be far off, that with this Drake, Ebony Prince, 2K24 stuff, and Christopher Alvarez, that they're all kind of connected. And I think he's trying to
Hmm,
pull some Diddy stuff in there as well. But basically what he's talking about right now is that he thinks that basically do you know about this?
are you
First,
what
do you know about the Drake stuff?
I know what you guys have talked about, and
Okay.
I have my own theories with all of these, how they're connected in some way, but I would
So,
love to hear this.
well, there's so many different layers
Yeah.
involved in this, right? Um, and where is okay. First off, we'll start off with this guy. This man's name is Christopher Alvarez. He is
Mhm.
obviously a disabled man, um, but he is a journalist, a New York City based journalist. Now, Christopher Alvarez has been seen to rub shoulders with the likes of DJ Khaled,
Mhm.
Drake, Kendrick Lamar, all sorts of different people, as well as high influencing things. He's wrote a number of different articles. He's been obviously lots of different places in his career, helped with protesting and as well as advocating for disabled and like people for him of himself.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah, fans. I remember them diving deep into this and this journalist and where he's who he's been around and who he's done articles for. So yeah, this is I did have a personal thought on this. So once we get through this, I would love
Okay.
to
Okay.
explore it.
Cool. So we have Christopher Alvarez, and
Hmm.
along with Christopher Alvarez, we have um this right here. okay, we have this article that he wrote and
Yeah.
co-opt about the Drake and Kendrick Lamar social beef that burned a reporter's reputation. Can I can I be frank real quick?
Yeah.
When this article came out, like his reputation hadn't been burned yet. People were asking if Drake did like assaulted him in some way
Mhm.
or harmed him in some way. I think people were genuinely concerned, right,
Yeah.
about this guy. Um, but as we went on, man, this is kind of weird. In this article that he wrote that he wrote here, if I can, let's see if I can, let's go here. Oh, okay. Yeah, he wrote this article and he was saying, I'm in the middle of a rap beef. Da, da, da. His name was brought into it because of a guy named Ebony Prince 2K24, right?
Yeah.
And Ebony Prince basically he alluded to the fact that what we thought that this man had been hurt in some way. And look, I don't fully know how to feel about this Ebony Prince guy. His identity has been like outed and everything. So like he's not like fully hidden by any means, but he has videos like this where he's basically alluding where you see Christopher Alvarez in the video and the hotel that they're at is a hotel called the Mark Hotel in New
Mhm.
York City. Um, it's a very exclusive hotel. Um, during the time that Drake was staying at this hotel, um, he was staying in a suite that cost $75,000 a
It's
night.
ridiculous.
A night, $75,000 a night, bro.
Man, I wish I had that one night paycheck.
Right. So like, I. But okay, as we go on, like Ebony Prince is alluding to the fact that like something happened at this hotel, and he also has, and he can prove something happened at this hotel because he not only has surveillance video of things that happen, but he also has items that were left and told to be discarded, basically either told to be discarded or Ebony Prince, what who we assume works in the hotel industry of some sort, whether it be security, concierge, cleanup, or something like that. He acquired lost items, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are like I don't know how much you guys or personally about like hotel industry.
I've
Uh,
had friends who worked there and
yeah,
friends who went to college for hospitality and worked in big
yeah.
resorts. Yeah.
I definitely know people that came back home with like, bottles of alcohol sometimes, sometimes drugs, man, sometimes
Yeah.
like all sorts of things. Um and what Ebony Prince is saying, hey, through this very series or like series of tweets is like, hey, these were left in a they were left in an area under a camera for several months, and then I was told to get rid of them by my superiors, basically. So I'm not just throwing this shit in the trash. You know what I mean? I'm trying to eat. So
Yeah.
basically, he's trying to sell this. So in during all of this, what I think ends up happening is that he has these items from Drake that he's trying to sell or waiting to sell or something like that. And he finds out about this Kendrick Lamar beef, right? And
Mm.
he's like, yo, I like Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is like one of my favorite rappers or something like that. And he's like, yo, I bet Kendrick could use some of these things that I have with that include like Ozempic medicine, Adderall, prescription bottles,
Jesus.
just different fuel. Look, if Drake got ADHD, Drake got ADHD. I got
Yeah.
ADHD. I get it. And however he is maintaining his BBL is all on him, bro. Like, and it's okay. Like, it's absolutely okay. You know, we're not discussing that part. But Drake goes on to say, "Hey, yo, those things." He says like those things were my dad's, and he's like, and we're like, no, that says your name. You know, that's not your
Yep.
dad's. And then he's like, no, those things are they were stolen, which fucked up this other dude, this Ebony Prince's world, because apparently after he said they were stolen, somebody reported them stolen to the Mark because that's where they were lost. Um and then obviously Ebony Prince was probably questioned by his superiors. I assume now maybe he lost his job or lost a job there. He's alluded to 2 other people losing a job due to Christopher Alvarez right here. Lots of different things have been alluded to. So this Christopher Alvarez page is his like professional page, and then he has another page as well. It's called They Want CA, which is very interesting. He is, you know, it seems like, man, this dude has some flair to him, right? You know, he's like on some boats and shit. Wow. I'm on a boat. I don't know.
Yeah. This was an interesting dive you guys got into with this this reporter. It made me question a lot, especially when you got to these parts.
Well, he's living a very
lavish lifestyle.
Well, I mean,
what's he hitting there, or is he taking medicine?
That's a ventilator.
Oh, down
right
there.
Here. Oh wait, no, he's like drinking a beer here.
Oh, that's a beer. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought he was hitting a water bong. I was like, damn, dude.
Okay.
Oh, he went for the Corona.
Okay. So he can drink. That's okay. This is where I'm stuck on this shit, right? Because this guy is so interesting. And he's not interesting for great ways. There's been also like the Mark Hotel is known for some
shady shit.
Well, not shady shit, but allowing certain things to happen. Let's see.
Man, you know, it makes me wonder if Ebony Prince knew this going into this place, and that's why he started maybe collecting certain items of certain people who he knew might have horrible shit going on.
Right.
Because I mean, Drake doesn't seem like a nice guy. Like, I have not heard anybody say
not right now. There are.
Oh, we got a comment in the
we got
section here. Got a little traction. Bryce York chiming in. Ebony Prince is a bum.
Bro, I don't know.
I don't know either, but Bryce York.
I don't know, man.
He's putting it out there.
I don't know. I think he's on to something. So this hotel that he worked for, the Mark, is actually known for allowing you know, elites and stuff like that, or to come in and have very specific parties where they have security, they have all sorts of other things. I know. Okay, all right, Bryce. Look, I get he wants his bread. I get he wants his bread. I don't think this is about like, I don't think this is about any other stuff, but I do think that this shit is weird. Yeah. Are he's going in.
Wow. Bryce, come over to Twitter and have some fun.
Yo, the Ebonies are yeah, that I
They
don't
may
know. I
be,
think this is
but
crazy though. The more and more I look into this stuff. Oh yeah. I was trying to find this article. There was an article where like they were talking about like um what's her name? Gwyneth Paltrow and some stuff like that, having basically like an
Mhm.
eyes wide shut like party like that parties and specifically for open sex and open like sort of shit.
Yeah.
Um and they have them at the Mark Hotel. I know that Ebony Prince is trying to get his bread. Like I know. I was locked full in the beef too. I am too. um, but it's weird though because like the more and more you look into this Christopher Alvarez dude, he said he was at this hotel basically just to listen to beats with Drake. Then you go on to to
What is
Ebony Prince, and he's like, yo, you weren't even there long enough for all that. Um, he's like, it's funny. He says he can't be bought, but I mean, I feel like he has a price.
well, yeah, he was selling stuff.
Yeah.
He
Okay,
sold
so
yeah.
he was going on. He's like, yo, Mr. Alvarez, yo, if you were listening to beats in that suite with your friend, so tell us what happened. How many beats did you listen to? Was it more than one? Because a beat is like, you know, average 2 minute or 2 minutes 30 seconds, 3 minutes 30 seconds long clip or whatever. He's saying you weren't there long enough for all that, and something happened, and two of my homies got fired after this. Um, and he got pissed off about this shit. So like
Hmm.
I think Ebony Prince is just a hustler, right? And he definitely is. Yeah, no, he is still tweeting, bro. He did not stop. He kept going in. And that's my point is like he says now that Christopher Alvarez has until Monday at noon. And this is this Monday. As you can see, this tweet was from May 16th. It is the 18th. So he has until the 20th before he just drops his whole fucking video and shit like that. And like I it gets weird because like this dude doesn't care who he fires shots at. He's gonna fire shots at this little disabled man. He's gonna fire shots at Drake. He's gonna fire shots at
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. And I get what Bryce is saying, but also that's where we are. And plus let's be honest. The Mark, I mean, this dude was probably making some decent cheddar. I mean, working there and then to
But
lose that, wouldn't you
well,
go scorched
yeah.
earth? But I would have chopped the
This is
pipeline.
probably his side hustle. This is probably
Yeah,
well, and it's probably like his main hustle, honestly,
yeah.
because he's like, hey, I need the security job so I can get the shit, so then I could sell it. I don't think it was a child abuse thing. Like, I think everybody is I think that's where everybody's off. Like and it's because so much of this shit is in shit, right? Because all right, we had Not Like Us and Kendrick is calling Drake a a PDF file. I don't know if you can
Mhm.
say the other word on the internet. People are weird, but like you know Hey,
I
you know what I mean?
dude. Okay, Alvarez is a reporter, right?
Yes.
And he's not a small time reporter. People actually like check out his stuff and go for it. I believe he also has a Substack, and that's where people directly pay you.
I don't know how. Explain to me how this works. I don't know any about anything about this shit.
Okay, so it's like Substack is basically like a if a writer you enjoy a writer and you enjoy their thoughts, they can personally write whatever they want without a corporation or a company holding them back and saying you can't write that. So if you enjoy their content and how they go in on things, and they might say more things that you enjoy, you can subscribe to them, and then however many articles they put out, you get to read those articles. They put out videos. You get to have more of an interaction with a writer or an author of some sort. So it's a cool thing. But like, here's my whole thing. I think Alvarez walked in on something because we have
I don't think it's that Alvarez walked in on something. I
no
think that Alvarez is a man out there trying to live his best life, and I think he has been afforded privileges in this world
exactly.
through his abilities. One,
Hmm.
first and foremost, through his abilities, but also through the perseverance of challenges that he's had to go through
Most definitely.
to obtain the abilities that he's had. But okay, I don't love taking everything to the sex thing and shit, because I don't think it's always right. But in this case, okay, maybe that dude is a cuck. Like maybe like they allow him in there to watch certain things happen or certain things go down. I, I don't think he maybe intentionally did anything either. Um I don't think so at all. I don't think so a bit. Um but I think he was there and something happened, and something got out of hand enough that they were like, "Hey, like that's not right." And if people lost their job over that shit, like that's my sticking point. Is like, bro, if people lost their job over your dumb shit, why
Yeah. Why
you?
did they lose their job?
Yeah, maybe you should help somebody out.
Yeah.
Now, it is weird that all of this came through a rap beef, right?
Hmm.
That's the weirdest part. It's just like, I can't believe this song is just like it started this.
Run for your life. Hey, 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 run for Let your me life. Say, oh,
That's what all this started over.
Yeah.
Well, I I I don't know. I'm confused with this whole thing.
It
Mostly because
I am too.
I
I am
just
too.
to me this story right here, the Drake and Kendrick Lamar story, to me this seems like, and I know you don't like going down rabbit holes, but this seems like CIA cover for what's actually happening with the Diddy stuff. So everybody's over here paying attention because Drake and Kendrick Lamar are still something in the music industry. When was the
Right.
last time you sat around and going, can't wait for the next Diddy drop? You
You
haven't.
know
You
you know what
haven't.
I wish? Sometimes, man, I just wish people would just Bryce is saying here, I wish people would just fucking like expose shit.
Yeah,
Just drop this shit.
just do it.
Like, like in this Diddy video, although that's like fucking 8 years old. Um, at least it's out there now. Like, expose the whole thing, and like the rest of us will take care of it. I feel like, right?
Yeah. We only exposed what we know from the surface area, Bryce, of the Diddy. We haven't exposed into what I believe. And I believe Diddy is a CIA informant. I believe it was set up in the 90s. Well,
No,
we
I'm not.
can
You're cool. You're cool.
I'm
Keep going.
just
Keep going.
saying,
Keep
like
going.
that to me, that makes the most sense, because look at all the things that have happened to make Diddy the wherever he went in the industry. You had to have two legends of the art offed. One guy had to go to prison who was responsible for the West Coast part of this. And anybody in the chat, I know I'm a white guy talking about a culture and a entertainment industry that is not designed for me, but I am a fan of it. I do enjoy it. And so I do have my ideas on it. And I really think that there was a meeting that happened, and I'll bring it up later. Ice Cube talks about it. I honestly believe the CIA infiltrated that culture because they were able to. It was a way. They've infiltrated the 60s movement with the hippies and shit like that. Look at Jim Morrison's dad. Jim Morrison's dad was a CIA operative who was set up for psyops. Like, that's what he did. That was his job. He was really good at it. It goes into Project Mockingbird, which goes into these people giving us the news and set up through CIA informants going in there. Look at Anderson Cooper. Look where he went to school. All of these things add up. And then at the end of the day, if it sounds so crazy to people that they just go, oh, that doesn't make sense. No. And I get that. I wish I could be that, but it's just so weird. Like, then explain.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm in the it doesn't make sense.
Category. No, I'm okay.
Because I like a lot of but some of these things do make sense. I fully believe that, like, all right, you got more money, more problems, right? Like, man, if a song didn't bit you in the ass, maybe that's the song. I think more money, more problems, because then you're allowed to do more things, or you think you're allowed to do more things, and there's definitely things happening. You know, Diddy's freely running around the top of this motel in a towel, no cares in the world, ain't worried. Like, this is a man that, like, literally could get hounded at any moment. Lots of different people. But he obviously has the top of this motel, I'm assuming, or where this area is, if he thinks he can freely run around it like that. Yeah, he's afforded the ability to do things that, like, and give himself allowances not to worry about people, right?
Okay, I like where Bryce is going. You keep going, Jones. I'm locking it up here.
I got you. So, like, it's not out of the realm that, like, hey, if I can pay enough money, you know, legalities can be overlooked in lots of different ways. So, like, I get where these rabbit holes go. And the biggest thing about this Diddy thing right now is that what people are saying is this was a freak off party, basically, and, like, just one of these wild sex parties. Which, look, man, I'm pro sex, but consent matters. Like that, like, I all day, every day. That's been my stance forever, bro. But, like, who is responsible for, like, ensuring safety during these things is my question. Who's responsible for ensuring that, like, although, you know, we are supposed to be consenting peoples in these things, that, like, people still know my boundaries? I think those things are important. And maybe they're being overlooked and being overshadowed and, like, not being thought of in these things. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean, and it goes back to exactly what Bryce said. It's money. They have the money to do this.
Oh, yeah.
So it attracts people who want to gain that fame, and I get that. I totally get that. But let me pose this realm to you. We had a superstar who had all the money in the world. He even had a song, "Do you got your passport? Girl, you got your shots." Robert Kelly. You ever hear of him? R. Kelly. He kind of did a lot of these crazy ass things.
Robert Kelly ain't never sounded like that, but I digress.
Well, of course he never sounded like this. You think I'd be in this makeshift fucking studio?
Right.
Anyways, but he he's in prison for what he did, and we all know
Yeah.
what he did. He was
Yeah.
caught. Did we have any like 8K fucking videos of him punting a woman? Like, do we have like people like look into the court that's
Well,
already happened
okay,
and what they're saying?
I think there's a reason why we're talking about a redacted, because I think he doesn't play directly into this. Like, I think that we as a culture and we as a society of well, I mean, we're children that were born in the internet, right? Like
Mhm.
we like our parents and grandparents maybe knew how to use computers and stuff like that, but most of the time we were the ones teaching them. At least it was in my family. I don't know about your family. But that's also kind of what I saw growing up, man. Um we we're in tune to this because we're able to gather all this information and stuff like that. But we do tie some of these things in that don't need to be tied in together sometimes. But with that said, okay, you have a man that like had multiple underage girls pretty
Mhm.
much on retainer, was paying families off and things like that. Okay, so let's just say that Robert Kelly was the first one to do this, right? Let's just say.
Okay.
All right. He built basically a blueprint on how to do this. And he also gave you the clues as to how you would get caught. So if you don't do the things that Robert Kelly did, while doing the things that Robert Kelly did, right? Maybe you can get away with it because you have the same weird fantasies or whatever.
Yeah, I haven't listened to any of their songs in the longest time.
So like this is where I love this question actually, because I do feel some type of way. I don't know about the rest of you. I genuinely start feeling some type of way about like, oh man, like I want to separate the art from the artist in some cases, but it's hard to in all cases because I'm like, like you know.
Yeah. No, I get
So
it.
where are we at in this? Like in our society for this? Like that's a great question. Like, how do we? We can cancel anybody all day, and that doesn't mean anything, right?
No,
It genuinely doesn't. With things that we say on the
it's
internet,
been
although like
overused.
even if even if we say facts on the internet and like through everything that we've talked, we're mostly alleged, except for that Diddy shit because
Yeah, we
he
seen it.
he did that shit.
It's on
We saw
8K.
we saw it. Yeah, that shit's at 8K.
You could probably get one of those virtual reality sims and go right into that and watch it fucking sitting
Yeah,
there eating popcorn.
yeah, absolutely.
I
But
don't
like,
just
but this is a great question because like what happens after that? I
Mhm.
like he can't be charged, right? That's what they said. Like he can't be charged.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't understand how when we've witnessed all these others.
yeah, no, I don't either.
See why my mind jumps to
Now, and I know there's a lot of other stuff going on in Diddy's world right now. Um, like because this may not even be the worst thing that he has going. Of course, 50.
God, yeah. That's what's horrible about it. Oh my god. Was
Oh, there's that.
is that
That's
50 Cent?
yeah, that's a great take by 50 actually. He says this is why they put the tape out. They know they can't charge him with what we saw, but they know we can't unsee what we saw, right? And yeah, no, he's right, bro. He's absolutely right.
Dude, this is this is a playbook though, and I know I sound like the crazy person here on the conspiracy show, but this is a CIA playbook where they
I
do this
don't
shit, man.
I
They
don't
did
think
it with Epstein. They did it with it.
yeah.
You let them hang themselves. until you get to the point to where they can't anymore and you can't cover for them anymore. And I think that's what's about to happen. Now
Well,
that I like where you're going, I like where 50 Cent's going, because now they've leaked it. So this is where it's at. So let's say he gets a case of the SADS. It happens. Like this, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm in the fucking weirdest timeline I've ever
you
been in.
you know, so like sometimes I think I'm weird because like I don't know. I would Truman show my life if I honestly could. Like, because I don't care.
Yeah.
Um I would charge. I would definitely charge. But I would Truman show my life if I could. Because like sometimes that's safety for yourself.
Yeah.
But we are in this age where like he said
Yeah.
we're all
I
weird.
like
That's why
that,
we're here.
Bryce.
Yeah, that right. If you don't know that's my fam, like blood. So like
Gotcha.
shout out to my cousin Bryce out there. But like okay. My question is, all right, we can see all this shit now. All right. We
Mhm.
can see all this shit in 4K now. We can see all this bad shit going on. We can see all these people that are of influence and influencing that they maybe not people that you should be following and shit like that in life.
Yeah.
We can see all that plain as day with our eyes. Then what do we do with that? Because they are still the people with monetary means to that they could be genuinely doing more good in this world. Like there could be less people like hurting, like less people
No, I
like
understand. Yeah.
less people, you know, in destitute and things like that. But we choose to spend $75,000 a night on a hotel where we can have wild sex parties. And again, I'm not judging. Like I don't care. I don't care about that. I care about the one, is everybody consenting? Is that does everybody are there boundaries and lines set to that extent? And then beyond that, I don't care, right? But like you guys could be out here doing so much good in the world.
Yeah.
And instead, like this is what you decide to do with your world. This is what you decide to do with yourselves. And like,
Mhm.
I think y'all deserve everything that's coming to you in life, right? But like, what do we do just knowing?
I mean, I do. Hopefully we all do what I've been doing for the past couple of years and just not pay attention to them. I mean, I know we're talking about them here, but I mean,
Yeah.
you're kind of forcing the hand. It's like we're driving on the highway and we got to slow down going from 65 to 35 because there's an accident. You're gonna
I
look.
I think we have to talk about these
Oh
things,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know, we kind of started this conversation off with the bear versus man thing and like alluding to like why this is the very fucking reason,
Oh yeah.
if you can't see that, like I don't understand. And this is like this aspect has no race, like has no color or anything like that. It's just like you can see that because this is what happens. And this is men of any influence, right? Even if you just have the littlest of influence, man, men abuse that shit. We see that every day. We see
Yeah.
that plain as fucking day right here. So I it
And he kept her in the hotel for weeks until she recovered.
well, no, they had to go out. She had actual movie premieres. I've seen images
What'd they
as to where
do?
that you could lightly see bruises on her that I assume were covered up with makeup and whatnot.
And
Um,
see, that's what makes me sick the most. Like, you see that poor girl show up to something like that, and she's got light bruises and something, and nobody's going, "Hey, what the fuck happened?" What,
right.
like,
I mean that is the look. Things happen, and like we all are people and human, and like I think sometimes we all get frustrated and or maybe overwhelmed or maybe don't know how to deal with the situation. But I do know how to not deal with situations, and I don't think as a Diddy is a 50-year-old man,
mm-hmm.
40 plus, you know, like where we are all supposed to learn how to deal with situations. You're a man called Love, going around calling yourself fucking Love. That's not love.
That's a
That's
weird kind of love.
that's not love. Like I like I feel like you were expected a long time ago to grow and not be in that not be in situations where you escalate things this fucking far. You know, it's okay to be overwhelmed. It's okay to have feelings and things like that, but like this an escalation beyond anything.
This is just insane. I mean,
Yeah.
it's it's crazy to see that this is what happens. I like what Bryce said, choose the motherfucking bear. I get it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, bro.
it's it's so disheartening to me as a male,
Okay,
that
and,
just
let me caveat, like, because if it was Bear and Carol and Brian, I'd choose the Bear too. You know what I mean? R.I.P. Emmett Till. And if you understand, you understand. But like, yeah, we don't help our cases in this,
no,
right? We ain't helping ourselves in this.
no,
No. So
it's insane. Yeah.
mm.
Hopefully, justice in some form or fashion. Maybe this brings more light. Maybe they start paying attention to him more. But guess what? They won't. He's CIA. I'm gonna
Well,
keep saying it.
I
That's my
I
stance, man.
I don't think he can be out there like this and we see it and like him not go down for something or be justice has to be served in some capacity. Diddy's been getting away with shit for a long ass time, bro. Whether it be gun charges or shit like that or abuse
Wonder why.
allegations. And no, we know, it's just like I said, you got enough money to get away with this shit. Like, first of all, like we gotta stop allowing motherfuckers to get away with shit just because money is involved or available. Like I want to be rich just like anybody else. And man, honestly, if you want to donate to some of that, like my Cash App is right there. But like I don't want to get rich to do bad things to good
Yeah.
people. I don't want to get rich and to you know to put myself over somebody else like that. I I find a lot of times when money gets involved, people's feelings get a little wonky of some shit, and I understand it, but whew,
Yeah.
that should be a
It,
lot, man.
it gets to be a lot when you look into this and you see. I mean, these are people like. I mean, come on, tell me you weren't a teenager seeing uh, Puff Daddy with Mace in a video and being like, "Fuck, that looks so awesome." I did, and I was a Midwest white dude just hanging out.
Yeah, man. Look,
You know?
I remember I love Diddy and Mace. I remember like I bought I one of my very first CDs was the Puff Daddy and the Fam album.
Yeah,
And love that album. And I feel weird about that shit now. But also I've felt weird about Diddy personally for a very long time. Reports like if you follow hip hop and shit like that, it like Mace wasn't far off. a long time ago. He left for a reason. He left for reasons and stuff like that. And when you saw that, you're like, oh, okay. You know, so like he's been getting away with shit for a long time. But I think we as a society, as a culture, we have to stop letting people get away with these things. Just overall and period. And like I know we've been all over in this podcast. Like we've talked about, redacted. Yeah, I bet he don't believe he can fly no more. But and we talked about DIDDY Drake and the situation with Christopher Alvarez and the Mark Hotel and all the crazy stuff that's going on with that. We've touched a little bit on that. No Diddy, no Drizzy. But this is a good question. Do I think Kendrick and his wife had a fight? Probably. Okay. If we're gonna talk about Kendrick right now, let's pull this up. I got a thing. What is it? Liar.
I didn't know any allegations like that came around Kendrick.
It's all in the rap battle.
I think I can get along with Bryce here.
Where do they still have this? Oh, it's like okay liar, huh? Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is it. Okay. We have this okliar.com basically, right? And in this, if you follow the rap battle, Drake did say that Kendrick beat on his wife. He also said that like Kendrick's wife could hit him up and he'll hit her back, and it's a lot safer. These are lines that are in the battle, and that they are not of my own. But this is a fan website called okliar.com, and it basically is about Kendrick is calling him a liar. Let's see, we got Kendrick Lamar here, and I don't know, they rock climbing and some shit. Good for them. But in this, we have this YouTube video.
So she ended up pressing charges, I think. Last thing I heard, and I had to do a huge report, and then
like an entourage.
Okay.
So in trouble for telling this story.
I didn't know Chris Angel did interviews.
I don't know who this dude is.
I'm gonna.
I don't know either.
So Memorial Day weekend, it was Memorial Day or it was fight weekend? I don't remember.
They're both. There was a big UFC fight. There's always a big UFC fight.
Well, no, it was Memorial Day weekend, and then it was fight weekend and then Memorial Day weekend. And I don't remember. I think it was Memorial Day.
I know I was there for a fight on Memorial Day weekend.
Whatever. Anyways, so I get dispatched up to one of the rooms.
Dispatched, that's lingo. That's tactical inside.
I'm going to end up talking in code.
She was told to.
Yeah. The call came over the radio.
I got told to go up to her room to help some girl get down to the casino because she was scared. She ends up being all bloody and everything. Oh, good. Oh, yeah, it was lovely. So I'm like, oh, crap. And so I had to call like my supervisor, then I had to call my other supervisor, then I had to call my boss. And I was like, we got a situation. Because like half of her face was like blown out pretty much. Oh, so God. I'm like, oh, lovely. And come to find out, she was with a certain rapper who had assaulted her.
Was his first name Lil?
No.
That'll narrow it down.
His first name was Kendrick.
Lamar?
Yeah.
Wait, it was him? What did he do? I mean,
he beat up some chick.
There's like, did this stuff go out on TMZ yet? Because I think I need to make a phone call.
Okay. So basically that video came out from the OK Liar site. And it talks about him beating up some chick. Yes. And Bryce is also right. There was accusations of him beating on his wife. I don't think anybody's denying that. Well, I don't think anybody's sweeping any of that fully under the rug. You know what I mean? But I've also heard reports that like, yeah, Whitney is in New York with with Kendrick, that they're still together. I've heard both ways on that, but also that's their business, and
Yeah.
just as most of this other stuff is other people is a business. You know what I mean?
100%. I don't know. I just didn't like the cadence, the way those three carried themselves. It seemed more like, I don't know, like wanting to capitalize on something.
Well, so
I don't
apparently
know.
the interviewer in that last interview, he's been canceled for some other shit and some weird shit himself. So I'm not really sure. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying that Kendrick necessarily shouldn't have to defend himself. It is wild that nobody like. I don't think his shit has gotten
Yeah, that dude doesn't seem genuine at all.
the Cooley guy.
That
I don't
yeah,
know.
that video. Like, I don't.
Oh yeah.
He's fucking with his bracelet and being like, "Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
awful." Like,
I
dude,
think
come
they
on.
were drunk at a party. But I'm not saying that
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
not
I
saying
got
that
you.
this incident didn't happen.
Yeah.
But also I'm not saying like that chick doesn't know that like it was Kendrick that beat on whoever,
No.
who what she saw the after effects of that shit. And I'm not saying that like Kendrick's shit shouldn't necessarily be in court of public opinion, or because I mean you can't be beating on people, period. You in the same boat as Diddy, in that sense, right?
Yeah.
You are, bro. Like, I don't know, man. It has to be hard to be in the public light like that, right?
Oh yeah.
I like everything you do can be scrutinized at any point. Um
Anything you do can be celebrated too, which can give you a real fucked up view on life. Then
well,
you're walking
and
around hotel rooms in towels and just punting your wife as she's trying to get on an elevator.
there you go. There
I
you
mean,
go.
and that's my opinion. I mean to hijack that one.
I don't think it's that you can't mess up, but
You
I
got to be
think
accountable though. Like,
so. I don't want to be apologetic for anyone in these situations. All right.
mhm.
If Drake is a PDF file or whatever we gotta call him, if
Just got that. I'm sorry.
if Kendrick is out there, hitting on his woman, yeah, I'm not apologizing for that or being sympathetic to him for that. And obviously this Diddy shit is plain as day in our faces.
Yeah.
So we can see, that's the line. Yeah, that's the line. You didn't jumped over it, bro. See, okay, so that's more the Kendrick stuff. His kids might not be his. So like, but this is where lines are blurred in a rap battle because we don't know if Drake's a PDF file. We don't know if Kendrick's kids are his. We don't know if like he's out there hitting on his wife or anything like that, because I feel like lies are in play in a rap battle. It's okay. Tupac started off a song, said, "Hey, you fat fuck, I fucked your wife." And nobody fucking knows if like he did that or not for sure. You're good, bro. Like, I think lies are in play in that. But I think also people have come to Kendrick's defense to be like, hey, he's not like that. that didn't happen, or this wasn't the situation. Whether he and his wife are having problems or not, maybe Drake just blew that overblew that in whatever way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
he didn't fully commit on that. He said, I heard that one little kid's maybe day freeze. So what were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying, like, there's also an incident that happened with a famous comedian, Howie Mandel. He was doing a Vegas trip. His wife came with him. She had an edible. She got up in the middle of the night. She fell, hit her face on the marble, and it like blood was everywhere. He got up. EMS came to the room, checked out her, and the first thing they did was question him, like, what'd you do to her? He's like, I have no fucking clue. There's blood everywhere. She's on an edible. She's so I'm just saying that until we know the full facts, like until we see a video of Kendrick doing this, like what, I don't know what to believe.
Yeah.
Because you're
So
right. His closest people said they would never see a side like this.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead, sorry.
yeah. I think that's the full difference, is that like we've never really seen sides of like this out of Kendrick. We haven't seen videos. We haven't seen him, in objectable situations that were like, hey, bruh, yet. And until we do, like, and until like people are like, nah, this dude really like that. Yeah, we're talking a bit. Yo, Colin, we're talking a bit. We're talking about a whole lot of things. This kind of expanded into power and greed and all sorts of things. He said, "Oh yeah, both men are just liars." They could be. It's a fucking rap battle, bro.
Yeah.
Like anybody could be like, you can lie and rap like that. That's okay, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, you can even come on and say fuck him, just pop in. You know what to do. I think we are gonna finish up here in a bit, but like, yeah, if you want to pop in just to say that. Yes, you can lie and rap. It's absolutely okay. But the difference between Kendrick's lies, right, is that like we ain't seen no shit. Drake, we done seen some weird shit, right? So like we've definitely seen some weird shit out of Drake, whether it's like kissing like on a 17-year-old girl, or whatever.
But isn't there pictures of that?
Yeah, but okay, so like I can't fully be apologetic for. There's videos from like 2009 or 14 or something like that, and you have to factor in Drake's age, which he was still older than he should have been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hyperbole is a huge part of rap.
It's just so interesting.
Yeah, this is the one. This is the one though. You can't allege that somebody's a PDF file and and that just be a lie. So but as we said, right, like we've seen some shit. We've seen some shit out of Drake just being weird, and to the point where we're like, yeah, maybe you are.
Dude.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, that's that Saturday Night Live skit.
I got caught banging a new librarian. So.
Yeah, she's 68 years old.
Yeah. But yeah, like this poem's not about what be. It's kind of like about I'd rather be with. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's also a video out there. I was scrolling through Facebook of this guy who was breaking down a Drake song, and he got a cease and desist order on that. So wouldn't you think that if somebody came out and said you were a PDF file, that you could sue them? I mean, if you're gonna do it to a guy who does what we do, breaking down a song, like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It seems kind of iffy with old Drake there.
Yeah, I think you can call somebody a PDF file if you have the facts and the stuff to back it up, or at least the weird ass situations where you're like, "Hey, bro, what you doing?
Yeah.
What is you doing? What is this?" Okay, just random.
Yeah. Just Drake being Drake.
Oh, here's the one.
Y'all gonna have me getting carried away again. I get in trouble for shit like this. How old are you?
That's why when you escort her off the stage, you say, "Have a great time." See, that's weird, man.
Why do you talk like that?
Yeah. I'm sorry if a friend of mine said that to one of my daughters, just like I would he would get checked into a fence and we'd have a nice discussion.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, that's crazy.
Why
do you look like that?
Why did he? Why?
Ugh.
What? Yeah, my guy. Why you always doing weird shit? Why you doing weird shit, my guy? Why you doing weird shit? Like I'm just saying, why
What?
you doing weird shit? Yo, Christopher Alvarez just out there living his best life.
Wow. Some crazy stuff, man.
It's OVO day night.
And why isn't he just coming out and saying, "Hey, this ain't like this isn't me. I'm not doing this." I have not heard him say anything against it. Like, I don't know, man. This is weird.
He said Drake got some trauma for sure. He's 37, but he act like a 22-year-old. Hey, all right. So look, I think he gets it honestly, right? So I don't know how much of this video I can share, but
It's gonna be some weird ass Drake stuff.
no, it's his dad.
Oh no.
Oh no, what is that dude's name?
I thought you were gonna show me that weird looking white dude. I was gonna be like, wait, what? Dennis. Bryce
Dennis.
says.
Dennis. Yeah. I thought his name was Robert. I don't know.
God damn, it seems like we might have to have Bryce be our media guy during when we go live.
Okay, so this is Drake's dad. If you don't know, I did not know that he was a singer as well. But we'll give you some snips.
But I feel you underneath with it. So you all this love is more than real. Relax your mind.
Okay, so y'all got a tiny gist of it, right? He put out another song about 4 years ago, right? It's called That on That. And in this song, he has a little person. He has a little person stalking him throughout the video, bro. He said that mustache is mustaching.
Dude, he looks like, you remember Mad TV when I forget his name, when he played the gym teacher that was substitute teaching and he wore the shorts. Let me pull this up. But this is what Drake's dad looks like.
So, yo, Okay. The comment says 7 days ago says the nerve of you, Dennis. This is a celebrity version of parents' embarrassment of their kids. He should have hid the world from his dad. Okay, so there's a lot of Team Drake comments on here, but I'm just gonna keep this up because this is love it, love
Dude.
it.
This is the guy.
This Con, this is after.
Let me throw this up on stage. This is who I'm talking about, Jones.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
That guy.
Oh, for Peel.
Coach
right.
Hines.
Yeah.
That's what Drake's dad looks like. Coach Hines.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. You can keep that up. Or
Good
actually,
Lord.
let's go back. We'll go back.
Yeah,
to this.
go
This is
back
crazy.
to Coach Hines here and
Oh my
his amazing music video. Oh my God. Yeah, he's not knowing at all. And no one told him around him, like, dude, don't do that.
Right. His dad is trying to get a piece of the pie. And, I don't fully blame him. I mean, he got, I don't know.
I don't blame him either, but play to your strengths. Get a boys group of old men and be in a group.
Drake didn't have nothing to do with this.
Oh, he
Just
should have.
like-
He should have been
Well-
there to tell his dad no.
I mean, I think it's only appropriate. Dennis didn't have nothing to do with Drake for his entire life. So, how's he have a single of the song that he's singing? This dude is crazy.
Hey, House, is this Colin having too much dip on your chip?
I
just
so.
love that phrase. When House told me that phrase, I wanted to tattoo it on my chest.
He was in a band as a drummer. Okay.
That
makes sense.
Let him be in a band then. Why does every drummer think they can be the front man?
I don't know. Shut your dumb ass up and make some drums, Dennis.
Yeah. Yeah, no shit, Dennis. What the fuck you doing out here? Out here with a name like Dennis. Looking like you're substitute teaching. You got a little person chasing you around. Like, what is the point? Or like, was she the only one who signed up? Was this how it was wrote?
I don't know.
Dude, and why has he got a 20-year-old body when he wears a long sleeve, but like a 65-year-old face?
I don't know why any of this is happening.
And he's sleeping with his glasses on.
Know.
But
But man, this is what I mean, right? All right. So do you think that this Christopher Alvarez dude was there for Drake's dad?
Maybe that's why he got kicked out of the hotel. He was started talking shit about Drake's dad's single.
I mean, sometimes I fall asleep with my glasses on. Sometimes.
Yeah, but that dude intentionally did it. You just do it because you're
This is the craziest shit, bro.
That is insane. Oh my God. He's trying to look like Don Juan in there.
I know. And she's killing everybody. She's enjoying it.
And he didn't even trim up the mustache.
No.
It's just
he meant to go to bed like that.
Yeah, he definitely set a plan out for that one.
It's like
Dude.
He took I woke up like this to a whole new level. I fucking died.
Wow. This is insane.
Oh, this is the craziest shit, bro. She's killing him.
Yeah, she's doing it with a laptop.
And she twerking. She's shit. Oh my God.
When you're so street, you got to go to bed dressed to just run out. Oh. Oh, she got him with the UPS trick.
She gonna drape him. If you know, you know.
Wow. That was... How the fuck did you find this?
Oh, Larry June. I'd keep up Larry June.
Goodness, man. That was...
But Larry June don't have no reason to be on this particular
all them
podcast.
bitches in the club, and he's fucking with Roger from American Dad.
Okay.
Oh, she ain't lying, man. She did. Stan. Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh
yeah, dude, that was I had no clue about that. I am glad you showed me that gem.
Yeah.
That's woo.
Yo, this is what the smoke session is about, bro. So
Good Lord. Wow.
I think we've talked a little bit of everything and anything. We covered WWE, Tiffany Stratton's, you know, ill-advised tweets. We've dabbled into the Diddy situation right now. Yeah, and you know, we've seen how Drake is drizzling, and this has been a smoke sesh, bro. Yo,
man.
I think we're gonna wrap up here soon. But yo, tell the people what you got going on, if you got anything going on.
Man, that was fantastic. I got smoke sessions with Jones going on. I got In Your House Sundays, we're doing the house parties with the In Your House crew. Fantastic group of guys out there. You all know them because, well, you're kind of here with some of the creators on that channel. And you got one in the chat doing his best. Check out his solo shots that he does. That's House the Concept. You can check me out on Mondays. I do the Monday Raw review. We are going to start with a new co-host, the Grunmeister. He's a Twitch streamer who has been in a lot of our chats and has a lot of great insight. And you can always catch out a Moment with Joshua Joseph. Those just release on Window Lickers and In Your House every once in a while when I decide to interview somebody. So come check us out. Come check out what Jones is doing. I mean, the dude's everywhere, and he built this show. This is fun. This is a lot of fun. And Drake, I see where you get your talent from, man. It's really cool. It's really good. Good job, bud.
All right. Yo. Hey.
Man.
Yo. We even got a Coach Hines, you know, Drake Daddy appearance today. This has been a crazy ass, man. Crazy ass smoke sesh, yo. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all I hope y'all you partaked with us in this smoke sesh. It was a fun one. We went everywhere. Of course, my name is Hypocrisy Jones. You can catch me on the In Your House podcast with my main man Alec on the Concept House. Usually every Sunday on the Sunday house party, and as Voice told you about, he does his solo shots. You can also catch us on hopefully upcoming episodes of the Pope's Point of View podcast. We got some things working, some things in the mix. Pope was in my inbox lately. He's trying to get working, so we got those going on. You can also catch me with the Kokomo Press. I gotta give my homies some shine right now. We do a weekly podcast. We're a community satire group out of Kokomo, Indiana. We give you the highlights and the lowlights of our town, bro. And you know, we don't sugarcoat it. We just make it funny. Catch us on the Kokomo Press podcast every Sunday. You can find that on YouTube. You can also find the Kokomo Press on Facebook. Check out some of our satire pieces and stuff like that. If you're in the Midwest area, we host a comedy open mic every Thursday at a place called Cooper's Pub in Kokomo, Indiana. We do this every Thursday at 8 p.m. It's the Kokomo Press presents a comedy open mic. If you're a comedian, you can come down. You can check us out. We give you we have 15 slots available, 5-minute sets. So come down, do your stuff. Sometimes we mix it up. This past weekend we did comedy on the spot, which was really fun. We have some beef battles we're going to be doing here in the future. We have straight open mic comedy sets, which you're always welcome to do, even on theme shows and stuff like that. But man, we always got something in the mix, and I always got something in the mix. I'm always going to be doing something. I got so many things to do with Kokomo Press, with In Your House, and everything else. And then I got life, man. I don't tell a lot of people about this, but I work a full-time job, work pretty hard, hoping to keep on moving up in this job. I have 6 kids, family. I'm getting married here soon. Actually, in 20 days, I'm getting married. So super excited about that. So these smoke sessions will be kind of intermittent, hit and miss and everything like that. But we're going to keep bringing them back to you. We're going to keep doing them and everything like that. And we're also just going to keep on giving you that work, as my homie Khan always says, bro. So yo, my name's Hypocrisy Jones. I just want to say I love y'all faces out there, and we're going to end on some BBL Drizzy.
You didn't even have to say it. We all knew. We knew where you were clicking.
Baby,